What's up, guys? Welcome back. Gonna mix it up a little bit on this video from what we've been doing, which has been race truck stuff, and I've been working on it every day non-stop, but it's just taking forever, and that's why I haven't been any videos on it. There's a little peek of what we got going now, but Mikey had to use the bender and the notcher, so I can't do any work on that today. But I think maybe I'm gonna do a little finish up work on the old brown truck here. Literally, since the video we swapped the axle, it's just been sitting out here, and it's got the slicks on the back, and they're just sitting out in the elements. So we need to get those off there, and it's just, you know, paint it, make it nice, and just let it sit outside and just get completely filthy and water spotted. So we got to get it back on the road. We got to get it running good again. So I'm gonna get it pulled in the shop here, and we got to build our shock mount. So we got to we're gonna use the old bar off the old frame of the race truck, cut it up, get it set up in here, so we can have shocks on it again, because we relocated them to the rear of the axle, which will be a better setup for racing if it ever gets there. But I got the battery charger on it. I'm gonna get it fired up and get it pulled in. First thing we gotta do is get this bar cut out of this old frame. So we're gonna, got the plasma cutter here. I'm gonna cut around both sides of the frame, cut these off so we can get this bar out, and then we'll get all these old welds cleaned off. All right, cross members out. Time to get these old welds and stuff cut off. Get these old welds where the pipes were and brackets were. Get these all cleaned up. And now we can get it set up in the truck. So due to the differences between the long bed rear frame and this frame, our piece is just about a ½ inch too narrow to fit in there. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut two little squares. I'm gonna weld them to the end of our pipe, and then I'll set these in the frame. Should be a tighter fit. Then I can weld the plate to the frame, and it should be super strong and take up our gap and just work just right. So I'm gonna fire up the plasma and cut those up. So as you can see, these shocks don't quite fit. But what I did is I'm just gonna trim them up, because I'm gonna run these for now. I probably won't run them permanently, but I wanna get them in there. So I just cut the sleeve down a little bit. It fits right in. So I'm gonna get this side cut down and then do the other shock. All right, so we got the bar welded in there. Then I lowered this shock mount as low as it would go. You can see that one's higher because my shocks are just too long right now but they're gonna work. So they have enough travel when I have the shock mount all the way down. Eventually I'll get some probably adjustable shocks that are a little shorter, and then we want to have them down so far. But I need to get some bolts, and then I can bolt these shocks in. I grabbed some bolts, got the shocks sitting in there, and they're about a foot too long, but they're gonna work. I got about 3 inches of travel, so should be fine for just cruising around. So now I'm gonna pop these slicks off because we don't want to be driving on these. I'm gonna get the welds put back on, and then maybe I'll go cruise this thing. Well, we got the shocks in and we're back cruising it, man. And we're gonna test out this homemade drive shaft. Let me think I got a little something on the camera here. That should be better, so we'll figure let's test it out a little. I'm gonna do some maybe 4-wheel drive boost launch, maybe some burnouts, then maybe we'll do a high speed and see how she feels for balance. So Ash is gonna help me, you know, remember that girl that I paid to be in my video? Yeah, that one. So she's gonna be behind the camera, or I'm gonna do a little boost launch right now. She's slow, she still does an all right burner. I went through first, second, hit third, and I even locked her up. Kept spinning them. Drive shaft still holding true. I think we'll take her up to about 80 and see if we got any vibrations. But maybe Ashley might want some vibrations, who knows? Smooth. Man, who needs a drive shaft shop? Clear?
Yeah.
We made it back home. Didn't break, man. This thing is so slow, but even when they're slow, man, they're still fun. They still do burnouts. You can just do that. You can do that in anything. So once you start, it's just like you don't want to stop. You just keep doing burnouts everywhere, and I gotta stop or else I'm gonna end up in jail, because, you know, that's the worst thing you can do. But that's probably gonna do it for this video. Sorry, uploads have been very scarce. I've been super busy working on the race truck, but it's slow moving. So this is just something kind of thrown together to hold you guys over. But subscribe if you're not already. Drop a comment down below, like it, and we'll see you on the next one.